Yeah, it was Gidzor. Gidzor suggested this, so we're gonna be watching it, and reacting to it, and see what the deal is with whatever is going on here.
Freeze, human. Put your hands where I can see them. Now I know you're excited for Endwalker. It's probably the only thing on your mind right now. And if I'm being honest, mine too. But there's still 9 days before we can play it. 23 days. So, in the meantime, you might as well start thinking about marriage. Oh, Lucy, that's a pretty big leap in logic. No, open up your mind. This is 6.0. It's time for the Warrior of Light to think about settling down. And because I make such a good character psychologist, I figured matchmaker was the next step in the equation. Not that I've ever been good at math, but yeah. The good news is that the job you main makes this easy. I can determine your best mate, even plan your wedding with a Goodwill Catering on that knowledge alone. The bad news is that your destined partner might require lowering your standards. But trust me, Mother knows best. And for the extent of this video, you can call me Mommy. I don't have the milkers to go with the title, but someone's gotta raise you and then rescue you into the person that's right for you. Feel free to subscribe if you like my cringe content, or you can also leave a comment telling me how much you hate me for not giving you your best, girl. That works too. Chapters down below. Cop the title. This is not spoiler free, and let's go.
It's not
Starting
spoiler
off with
free?
the melee DPS,
Okay.
you guys have a way of coming on too strong in your relationships. So I've assigned you partners that will either help ground you or will also be insane with you. Maybe even more crazy than you. And then you'll look normal in comparison. For Samurai, your love language is acts of service, meaning your waifu is going to be Yugiri. This is partly because she will not be with anyone that doesn't remind her of Hien, who will be a continuous topic of interest in your couple's therapy.
Yeah, she is pretty obsessed with Ian.
Sessions, but also because
Couples
Yugiri
therapy
is a girl of
sessions.
tradition and Samurai is a very traditional Final Fantasy job. She will be your stay-at-home mom. She will cook you delicious dinners. She will even assassinate
sounds pretty
people
good.
who get in your way. But despite her capability to murder, she will look at you like this when you come home, a real treasure. Your biggest issue is going to be her secret yandere nature. Are you gonna look me in the eyes and tell me she wouldn't stab someone to keep your love? Don't kid yourself. If you're going the Husbando route, you will be paired with Hien. Hien is the leader, the man at the head of Yansha, and you will be his second hand, his Yugiri replacement, if you will. While ninjas were casting mudras, you were studying the blade with Hien. Because he has to stay in Yansha, that means you'll often have to leave him to go on your adventures, and he will wistfully await your return. Imagine the absolute daddy issues your child will have, considering his tendency to run away from stressful situations. You appreciate a well-constructed drama, and you don't really mind if your kid is caught up in the fallout. You'll just have another. Clearly, they just couldn't handle the
You'll just
cringe,
have
and that means they're not strong enough to live through your parenting. Also, along the weak line, for Ninja, you're the type of person who works hard in their day-to-day and could really benefit from someone who takes care of the little things. Your waifu is going to be Flamin. Yes, the MILF, a middle-aged cat girl.
It's a good thing I don't play ninja. Like, nothing wrong with Flamin, but yeah. No.
Seeing as she's the one who took the refugees under her wing, she'll have no real holdups with all the killing and shady stuff you do. She might even clean up the mess. However, she will probably give you lectures in typical mom fashion. Isn't that part of her appeal for you, though? I know she's holding back on us. I know whatever's under that frumpy dress is gonna be great. If you want a husbando, I'm gonna give you Thancred. The Dilf. Obvious part first. He used to be a bit of a rogue himself, so you could learn some pickpocketing skills from him. Since I know neither of you plan to have an actual job, that'll be pretty useful for you. Go to the Rogues Guild together. There's probably someone there who remembers him from his flirty 2.0 days and will tell you cringy stories about him, which will give you blackmail. Might be important considering his quirk of turning into a villain sometimes. Actually, your job is to bully Thancred, pull enemies before him, emasculate him by being your own tank. Square Enix removed your enmity skills specifically to avoid this reality. They knew.
It's funny listening to this as Gaijin has been having like all of the reapers that he encounters in duties basically pull ahead of him. Maybe the Reapers have been watching this video.
You would do this to him. But it's time to give the devs the middle finger and find what makes you truly happy. You are the reason behind his white hair. It became white in anticipation of your tyranny. Now, monks, clearly you have a lot of patience, considering how long they've been taking to fix your job. That is why your waifu is going to be Lise. Yes, I realize—
Oh God, no! Oh man! Can we get some F's in chat for Monk Mains? I am so sorry. I am so sorry, Monk Mains. Like, you don't deserve this. I mean, to be honest, nobody deserves that. Like, that is cruel and unusual punishment, dude. Cruel and unusual punishment.
This is a basic take, but this scene looks absolutely awful if you're playing any other job. So I don't think you have a choice in the matter. If you can't feel the sensual tension in this scene from the Stormblood trailer, you must be as pure as an actual monk. Which means you are absolutely killing it on this fine no-nut November day. Lise is a little too energetic, but you can mellow her out. Maybe even teach her how to think about people other than herself every so often. I foresee a lot of work needed to make this succeed, but once you do, you'll be one of the strongest power couples out of this entire list. On the other end of the spectrum, your husbando is Hildebrand. Now,
okay, see, that's a good one. That's a really good one. Hildebrand is a husbando? Yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude.
as I said, you guys are patient, and if we don't want another calamity, we need you to take the L and bring Hildy under your wing. Take him away from his eldritch abomination of a father and teach him how to behave
Eldritch
in
abomination?
Seriously, rich people, am I right? They just don't know how to interact with us slaves. On the bright side, the, nighttime shenanigans are probably going to be incredible. If Godbird's wife
I don't know
is
about
any
that.
indication, just think of all the things she had to put up with and still stayed. If Hildy inherited anything from his dad, it's gonna be a wild ride for you. And for someone as responsible and level-headed as you are, you deserve a bit of excitement in your life. Dragoon, correct me if I'm wrong, but you secretly enjoy the idea of protecting someone. I mean,
Okay, I'm gonna call Estinian as the Husbando. I'm gonna call Estinian as the Husbando, and we'll see if I'm right. For the waifu, I don't know.
Not gonna be a Paladin main about it, but you like the feeling of
Wait,
someone relying on you.
what was that?
Dragoon, correct me if I'm wrong, but you secretly enjoy the idea of protecting someone. I mean, you're not gonna be a Paladin main about it, but you like the feeling of someone relying on you, and for that reason, Con-E Senna is your perfect waifu. First, her white impure—
Oh god, dude! After the Endwalker tanking role quest, like I'm sorry, dude. As I was saying, like, listen, Con-E Senna is the reason for all of the bad healers that you encounter out in the game, in instances and stuff. Like, if you go to a dungeon and, you know, you happen to know how the healing role works. You go to a dungeon, you go to a raid or something, and you get a debuff, okay? You get a debuff, and if you know how it works, you'll see the little white bar on top of the debuff, which means it can be removed. That's a tip for you healers out there. It can be removed. There's a spell called Isuna, and you can cast that spell, and it can remove the debuff. Okay? Okay? Listen. So if you ever been in a dungeon where you get one of these debuffs that can be removed through Isuna, and you notice that the healer didn't do anything, you're like, huh. And then comes another debuff. And now there's two of them. And you notice the healer still hasn't done anything. That's weird. And then sometimes it stacks. Like the debuff starts stacking. It goes higher and higher and higher. And so long as it's got the little bar on top of it, you know that a healer could just like hit Isuna and remove that debuff. But they don't. Now let me explain to you, if you've ever wondered why that happens, the reason is Con-E Senna. She's the reason why that happens. You want to know why? Because the tanking role quest is all about Con-E Senna not being able to cast fucking Isuna. All right? That's the whole tanking role quest. Everything bad that happens is because Connie Senna can't cast Asuna, and she's been passing that down onto all the other healers out there. She's been teaching all of the healers in the game, we don't cast Asuna. We don't do that. We don't do that here. We don't cast Asuna. And that's why there's so many goddamn healers in 14 that won't cast Asuna. Connie Senna. So I can tell you right now, for all of those reasons, she is most definitely not waifu material, all right? Not only she's too young, she can't cast Asuna.
Her aesthetic is a great contrast to your black armors, and we all know she's the weakest link among the Eorzean leaders. So she needs you, and guess
She
what?
is the weakest link among
her, because your
I don't.
reputation as a floor tank is well deserved, and she's a white mage. That
Who
means
can't
she
Asuna.
takes care of you too. Heartwarming.
No,
She's
she
kind
can't
of a
Asuna.
kundere. Once she opens up to you about her deepest secrets and brings you to her secluded cottage in the woods, it's gonna be rewarding. Just don't tell
Nope.
the other leaders about her secret harem of moon cat boys chained up in the basement. The elementals made her do it. If you want a husbando,
Yes.
I'm actually not gonna give you a Stinian. Up, put your spears down.
What?
You can't
What? What do you mean? What the fuck?
get what we want. You're getting alpha now. Set down.
What? Okay, that is a significant downgrade. Can we get some Fs in chat for the Dragoon mains out there? Significant downgrade.
A lot of people find him annoying, but I'd give my left biddy for Alphino. This might be a good time to mention I hope you're not looting your waifus and husbandos. You wouldn't do that, would you, notoriously pure Final Fantasy XIV community? Now, I don't know if Alfie's got a guy crush or a real crush on Astinian, but you being a dragoon means he's gonna be in your pocket. He's yet another person you can protect. He can hold on to your spear when Endwalker inevitably forces him to swim again, because that's S-tier epic XD raw comedy according to the writers. Him being a sage, he can also correct your many mistakes. He'll be much happier about it than Connie Senna would be, and you can be as mean to.
Yes, because Connie's. No, never mind. I'm not gonna rag on Connie Senna anymore.
Him as you want. There's nothing you can say that Alizé hasn't said in a far more scathing way than you could ever manage.
This is true.
Alphino is like my son, so treat him nicely. I'm watching you. Reaper isn't out yet as of this video's release, but I already know your perfect match. Remember Stormblood?
Oh, look at that, Kegrin. You were saying there was no Reaper. Yes, there is.
One character who stands out from the rest is Sadu. Her whole shtick is that her tribe believes they're reincarnations of former dead tribe members, and that means that you, being a Reaper, will seem like a god to her people.
But it's like, yeah, you're right, but what about Magni? Well, Magni wants Y'shtola, but he's not getting Y'shtola, so Sadu was kind of like the consolation prize, but I guess Magni is not going to get anything at this point because Reaper is going to take Sadu. I think it makes sense, though, yeah.
Could probably have a harem situation if you really wanted to. You will satisfy her spiritually for sure. And I mean, hopefully at night, but she seems like a tough critic. When she dies, you, having a connection to the afterlife and all, should be able to find her next form. That means you will be a semi-immortal couple. Being trapped in an eternal relationship? That's romance. What are you doing? Stay away from the snail. Now, for husbandos, you're getting Emmett Selk. The only way you're gonna be able to see him after...
Whoa, dude, way to up the ante. What the hell? Excuse me? So, we're the new class, so we just get all of the best stuff. Just like straight up, just give him Emmett Selk. I mean, why not? What the hell? I don't think that's fair.
Being a Reaper anyway. He has the same dry, dark sense of humor that you have. You make each other laugh. In fact, no one else can make you laugh. You've lived in the Edge so long, your sense of humor would make a war veteran go pale. But I think you two could be great for each other. Or extremely horrible and encourage the other to set the world on fire. But hey, every relationship needs work, am I right? Just don't make me regret letting you two have each other.
Ooh.
Range DPS. Now, you guys seem shy at first, but you know what you're good at, and you have a certain degree of self-confidence when it comes to those specific things. So I'm gonna match you up with people who know exactly who they are and aren't, just like you do. With the OG Bard, your love interests are both tsunderes. Your waifu will be Lena. We been knew I'm a bunny simp, so I'm
Yeah, sure.
jealous. Lena is a dancer herself, and she used to live among her kind in the forest until she left to save the Crystarium. She's banished from going back, but you can, and you can take that great big lahi from Rock Tika Greatwood and literally play her the song of her people. She can dance to the beat of your harp flute thing. You are just ridiculous enough to get under her hard exterior and expose the soft ooh-woo girl beneath. As they say, opposites attract. The chainmail armor is probably there to stay, so I hope you like that in a woman. I know I do. Dragoons, we get it. You wanted a Stinian? Hold on, and let me explain. Once upon a time, there was a dragoon skill called Disembowel, which created a piercing resistance debuff on a target enemy, meaning to unlock a bard's full potential, you needed a dragoon in the party. That means there's inherent chemistry here. And while a Stinian needs to be up close and personal to fight an enemy while you stay in the trees and shoot from a distance, the dragoon jumping mechanic means he can join you in those trees whenever he wants. Maybe you can even carve your initials on the trunk.
No, that's not fair. That's not fair, dude. That is not fair. Not fair at all. No. Bards don't deserve a Stinian. Sorry, dude. No.
I wouldn't go that far. Pretty sure he wouldn't swing for it, but seeing as you're a bard, you'd probably do it behind his back. A Stinian would pretend to find you annoying, but secretly smiles at the crazy stunts you pull. Kinda cringe. Cringe culture is dead, and I'm glad you're happy. Machinist, hear me out. Meryl Whip.
Yo! Yeah! Woo! Yeah! That's what I'm talking about right there. 1,000% agree. And that's why I'm machinist main right there. I mean, my range DPS machinist, obviously I'm paladin main, but like, you know, that's why my range DPS is machinist. There you go. Merly Whip Blowfish win, dude. Fuck yeah.
Why would I choose her when Hilda is right there? I'm sorry, Hilda just isn't your perfect match. First of all, you're sleeping on the Femro appeal. Rookie mistake.
I'm not sleeping. No, dude.
She dresses like a queen.
She's awesome.
That means her wardrobe is stacked, which is good, because judging from the artifacts, the Endwalker artifact slaps, but the others? Most of you don't care about fashion. She's the best leader of Eorzea, because she's not a Lalafell-obsessed hothead like Rauban, or borderline irrelevant like Connie Senna. She's strong-willed like you.
Borderline? What do you mean borderline? Connie Senna is irrelevant. I'm sorry, dude. Sorry, all of you Gridania simps. It is what it is, man.
Go ahead, lie to me. Say you're not interested in having a pirate showdown on her personal ship. Imagine going below her deck. Your Husbando is Sid. I feel like this is self-explanatory. Machinists make their own automatons, and Sid could help you with that. Not only could he would want to help you with that. You could geek out over your inventions together, and who knows, he might even make things just for you. If you're into nerdy middle-aged white nice guys with beards, this is perfect for you. Just, when he goes to, spend time with Nero, don't ask him questions. It's the price you pay for Sid's public affection.
No sharing. What the fuck? No sharing. What the fuck is this? I'm not into that new age bullshit of sharing.
Answer. The newest ranged kid on the block, you're a bit childlike yourself. And the girl who embodies that spirit the most is Tataru. Here's my vision for you two. Tataru is amazing at making outfits. She's basically the stylist for every expansion. And you being a dancer, that's what you need. She also loves money, so think about the absolute dough you could make as a team. She would make you the slooty sloot lambs, and you could songbird emote in Limsa Laminsa and let the Gil RP donations slide right in. She's also super cute. cheat, and a drunk, so imagine the hijinks. Money is your love language though, so there's no romance, only cold hard cash. If you're looking for something more storybook, look no further than your husbando, Sidurgu. Yup, the Dark Knight from the Job Quest line. His idle location is a bar, so it makes sense for you to meet there. Even though the vibes of Ishgard aren't at all good for dancing in a bar, honestly, your alpha nature unlocks the ability to dance in front of a stone-faced crowd, and that chat spirit will convince him you're a warrior worthy of his attention. You'll have to work hard to get that attention, but once you finally have it, you'll have it for life. He's the Kyo-Soma of Final Fantasy XIV, the type of guy who stays away from you because he thinks it's for your own good, and he'll probably get really jealous if you dance partner the DPS instead of him, which is kinda toxic, let's be real. Toxic men is what you like. You enjoy the thrill of the chase, and Satan, will you have to use all 3 dash charges on your way to get this guy. Healers, my brothers and sisters in arms.
Okay, this is gonna be
Let's start with
important.
the OG and the most popular of us, the White Mage. Now, White Mage, you don't necessarily want a relationship so much as you want a problem you feel like you can fix. So your waifu is Yotsuyu.
That is so right.
There's definitely 1 or 2 things she needs to work on, and who better than a White Mage? A job that once flooded the entire world with the elements
Yep.
to finish that list
Yep,
for
yep.
her. Spider Lily is a part of her motif, and the Blood Lily is part of your job gauge, which means the tragic symbolism is off the charts. Actually, considering your sadistic nature, you could just be a villain by your side if that's your thing. Like Monk and Lise, you would be a power couple in the absolute.
Which, let's be honest, most white mages are villains. I mean, case in point, Q plays a white mage. I mean, have you ever heard anyone more villainous than Q? I don't think so. So yeah, white mages are villains by nature. All they care is about blood for the blood lily. So yes, this is 1000% correct. Yotsuyo is the waifu of the white mage.
Worst way possible. Her being dead is kind of a problem that can't be fixed, which is good for you. Means you'll never get tired of her because you finally helped her. She cannot be helped. She's a video game character and dead. Double whammy. And of course, that means your husbando is Harshifon. All the angst appeals to you. You were one of the people most affected by his death, not because you cared about him as a character, but because the RP potential immediately
So white mages get 2 dead character? What?
stood out to you, and you thought to yourself, how can I use this moment to advance my character development and milk it for all it's worth? Then you immediately flew to Reddit to make 10 karma fishing posts about remembering him when you go into Endwalker. Just
Karma
kidding, you're
fishing
better
posts.
than that. You like him because he's a paladin, and you can both use flashy holy magic spells together. I know, I had you going there for a second. Oh, white mages, you know I love you. On a more positive note, you like the juxtaposition.
You should also notice that, like, there's a white mage right there. Can't fix fucking Orshifon dying. Like, what the fuck? You're useless. You're useless. You probably learned that shit from Connie Senna, I bet. Of course you did.
Of a man who's kind and pure, but destined for tragedy in the end. You love a sad romance, and that means Harshifon is your perfect dead mate. Hey, you mind doing me a solid and not being another Ida? I don't want another Palace of the Dead side quest just because you don't know how to move on.
No Palace of the
Scholars,
Dead.
my former main. Alright,
Okay.
let's get one thing straight. You're angry. I get it, so I'm gonna give you someone you just can't stay mad at. Your waifu is Feo Yule. I know their gender is kinda up in the air, but Feo Yule came to me personally and told me she can be whatever you want her to be, baby. She would throw herself at you, insist that you know how to treat a lady right because of your longtime allyship with
My little sapling.
Eos. And you can't really argue with that, no matter
I
how
don't
many
know about
paper
that
cuts
one.
you try to give her with those XCOG pages. Even though she's annoying, she's also completely dedicated to you. Not in a yandere way, she would kill for you, simply because she has no sense of morality. Much like yourself, she'll grow on you like a weed, and for that matter, would absolutely 420 with you. Yeah. Likewise, your husbando is Magni. Why? Well, every scholar is either stupid themselves, like me, or deeply attracted to
It's a good thing I'm a sage main. Now she just straight up called every scholar stupid.
stupid
Stupid.
people. And Magni is as stupid as they come. And he's a warrior. Your
I know.
relationship
Why people gotta hate on Magni? Dude shot his shot, man. He did his best. Magni is not that bad of a character. Magni is not that bad of a character.
with warriors is well documented, and you could probably educate him and his army of head-empty all-raw men on waging war. With you by his side, maybe he would actually be able to beat Sadu at her own game, and you will appreciate his, little son, because it's so much better than the male Lalafell warrior you've been seeing otherwise. Astrologian.
What's wrong with being a male Lalafell warrior? What the fuck? I mean, I'm a male Lalafell paladin, mind you, but still, I play warrior every now and then. Dude, why you gotta hate on Lalafells, dude? Everybody's always hating on Lalafells. I swear to God, I'm beginning to think that every single person that hates on Lalafells is probably like 3 feet tall. That's their problem. They see themselves in the Lalafells. That's why they hate them. It's that insecurity, dude. Everybody's just like constantly fucking Lalafells, tiny ass motherfuckers. Then they get up from their chair and they're about this tall, and then they walk out. That's probably why you're hating on Lalafell so much. You're fucking projecting your insecurities. Stop.
Don't know why, but I feel like you guys deserve everything in the world. So I'll give you Isail for a waifu, because if she had you by her side,
Wait,
you could
who
have
is
read her
this?
fortune and
Astro.
stopped her from simping for dragons before it was too late. She's also drop-dead gorgeous. One of the
She
only
is.
female Elizons with rights, by my calculations. You can retire in a little spiky house in the new Ishgard housing, where she's far enough away from—
This is gonna be a troubled relationship unless you happen to be an all-ra astrologian. If you're not an all-ra astrologian, I got a feeling that your relationship is not gonna work out. It's just like, listen, she's just way too into dragons, and if you're not at least part dragon, I don't think she's gonna be satisfied, man. You gotta roar in the night, is all I'm
the
saying.
dragons to not fall back into her bad habits. She can't plan an escape because you can see the future. Even if she could, you're faster than her with light speed. You're the only one with the right gravity to hold her down. Don't feel bad, it's for her own good. For your husbando, I give you the crowd favorite
Aymeric.
Congratulations. He is an absolute
Way to
shrimp
go,
for
Astros.
warrior of light, so you won't even need to try. You'll be saying something like, yeah, Mercury is in Ewer this month, so I need to trim my toenails. And Aymeric would just be like, honey, you are so smart. Everything you say is so correct and fascinating. Can I please keep the clippings in a plastic bag so I can sniff
Whoa!
them the day that you're gone? You're just
Whoa!
not mind his stranger habit.
That went really dark, really fucking fast. Can I keep the clippings of your toenails in a plastic bag? What?
But now you know why he's been single all this time. He's a paladin too, and we all know the paladins are huge coomers. God forbid.
Okay, this video's some bullshit, dude. I'm out. I don't have to sit here and fucking listen to this. Fuck you. What the fuck? What the? No, this is a fucking lie. Paladins are not coomers. What the fuck?
You're also a cat girl. That'll bring your relationship to the next level. Like Isail, he's gorgeous and you're honest about being vain, so that works for you. He's willing to try anything for you, like the PEG-13, which is what we are. Family-friendly
Oh.
Final Fantasy 14 content. Don't tell me.
Yeah.
I'll never live it down. Sage, even though your player base hasn't been established yet, I've got some ideas.
I'm a
For your
sage, let's
waifu,
go.
I'm gonna give you Minago. It sounds strange at first, but think of it this way.
She's got dealings with the gold saucer, so there's that.
Sage Mage is a job from Charlian, and because the Alamigo area has been oppressed by the Garleans for so long, they could really use someone coming along to help their soldiers and introduce the newest tech to their area. Minago would be so appreciative of you. You would give each other...
You want to know the thing about Minago that's a little bit disappointing? She's one of the few custom deliveries that you won't get to glam. Why can't I glam Minago? If I could glam Minago, that'd be fine, but I can't. Why not? Why can't I glam Minago? Please explain.
Confidence. You're gonna have to do your best to break through the friend zone because she's gonna be convinced you're just really nice for a very long time. Plus, she's really busy being one of the only useful female Mikotes in the story. Just show her the new Lith vibration setting and convince her you're...
Well, all right then.
Worth the trouble. Your husbando is Nero. Like machinist, you need a partner who can invent and make out with you, but you're a little more jaded than the machine.
Hey, it is what it is. I've been telling you guys, Nero is a fucking awesome character, so there's that. There's that, dude.
You need someone who's just one comment away from snapping and going completely feral. While you're asleep, he will mod the new lists do something terrible, like burn your food right as you're about to put it in your mouth, or shoot you with tiny lasers every time you try to take a leak. He will actually ruin your life somehow. You find
shoot you with tiny lasers when you try to take a leak. you're taking a leak. No lift goes like, zzz, zzz. What the fuck?
Find it charming, and you make his life more difficult too, because you'd rather use Cardia on a Morble than give it to him. Kind of a toxic relationship, but also better off than Dancer and Sidurgu, because you're both aware that you're terrible people. Self-awareness does count for something. Casters! I didn't leave you for last because the
Red
rest
Mage.
of Final Fantasy XIV content creators forget you exist, and I want you to know I didn't. I only almost forgot you exist. Reward me with some chicken nuggies. OG Black Mage. This is gonna be controversial. I'm gonna give you Fordola. Reason being, she's kind
No! No. Black Mage does not deserve Fordola. No. Fordola should be Red Mage. Easy. She's got a sword. Easy. Easy mode. Should have been Red Mage.
that person, which means all of your black magic buffoonery is gonna slide right by her. Cause if she tells on you, you've got receipts ready to go to the grand companies within seconds. Mutual blackmail is the foundation.
This is a mutually assured destruction relationship? Is that what we're going for?
Of your relationship. Like the Reapers, you have a dark sense of humor, and there's a part of you that enjoys the idea that your waifu is stuck behind cell bars, and that you can only visit her at prison. You make jokes about smuggling things to her in your...
See?
Yeah, she hates...
Oh my god. See, dude? Like, listen, black mages, toxic people, dude. It's that simple. Yoshi P plays a black mage. We have to be careful about him. I'm telling you guys right now. This is my first warning. I'm telling you guys, we got to be careful about Yoshi P. I agree with her, dude. She's right. You cannot trust black mages, dude. They're into some weird shit. Right? That's all I'm going to say.
Your guts. Pretty sure you're the only one who knows she's your waifu. I think she'll come around one day. A big departure from Fordola, you have Urianger as a husbando. Once again, we have blackmail in the mix. Satan knows that Urianger rehearses his speeches before every cutscene, and you've caught him in the act.
You know, you fucking deserve Urianger, black mages. You fucking deserve him. Yeah, y'all have fun. Fucking listen to all this Shakespearean bullshit. Y'all have fun with that.
Expose him for being secretly brain dead anytime you want, and for that, he fears you. He's also kinda sorta guilty of betraying the Scions in the past, so you can hold
multiple
that over his
times.
head. Something about making an old man sigh in resignation as you go absolutely feral in the distance makes your heart go. He's also a healer now,
only
so he can
I
even
could be
adjust
so
just for
grossly
you.
incandescent.
Considering he's an astrologian,
What
he
is
can
this
probably
rubbish?
just predict
I
where
love
the
you.
AoEs will be at any given time, meaning that being with this guy will increase your DPS. And that is all you care about. Don't troll him too hard.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure he has a weak heart compared to your Energizer Bunny edition. Summoner, I'm about to give you...
Pavan B, thank you very much for being gross and good. That's for 57 months. Tip of the hat. Appreciate the support. Thank you. Poor Shadow, is it his ley line's fault? You're goddamn right. Let's see what we get for Summoner.
You everything you want. Why not? That's what the devs are doing, so I guess I'll just do the same in the hopes some of that good karma will rub off on me. Your waifu is Alize. In 2 years, mind you. Because Alize is already obsessed with the Warrior of Light, you have an easy road into a relationship, and she'll be happy she can talk about magic with you, seeing as you are
Alize is too young.
caster. Plus, it'll make Alpha know your little brother, which means bullying him will feel all the sweeter. It's gonna be a weird moment when she's fully grown and towers over you like a giraffe. If you know it's good for you, you won't tell her she's not attractive to you anymore. All good things must end. And I hope you pay for the favoritism you received in a job trailer, you vermin! Your husbando is...
It is what it is.
You're stacked. Your husbando is Graha Tia. Reason being,
No! No! Why do summoners get Graha? This is some bullshit, man. This is some bullshit. Summoner's got the best Husbando, dude. Graha's like potentially my favorite character. This is some bullshit.
With the way the primals work, or at least the way they worked in the past, you yourself can be a DPS or a tank. Your healing potential with physic, needs some work. That's why he's going to be healing you, because all non-sage healers are bottoms, and Graha Tia is the Webster Merriam.
It's a good thing I'm a sage main when it comes to healing. She just fucking said it. All non-sage healers, bottoms. That's what you get. That's what you fucking get.
Definition of a bottom. Like Alize, Graha Tia is absolutely in love with you, regardless of your gender. He wants nothing more than to follow you everywhere you go. Your mega flare brings all the cat boys to the yard. I admit, even I might want you. Rather, I want to take what you have and make it mine. Now that I think about it, your love interest has to worship you like a god or you'll be unhappy. Hey, did you threaten Yoshi P or something? Never mind! Forget I asked! Carry on! Red Mage, you're so flashy
Let's
and
go.
charismatic.
Let's
you
go.
could
What we
get
got?
anyone you want, which is why I think you should throw caution to the wind and aim for the sky. Literally. So your waifu will be Heidelin. Right now and end all.
If she had said Venat, that would have been cool. But Heidelin's a primal. It's fucking crystal.
We're not sure who's the good or bad guy. We just know that she likes to give us cool superpowers when it's convenient for her. And for you, who lives between black and white magic, that's the perfect kind of morally gray area you're looking for. She's fond of ghosting you though, and you're too much of a hothead to put up with that. Considering a literal god took interest in you in the first place, I think you should simply learn to live with her dipping in and out of your life. You could be the parent of a demigod, so please reconsider dumping her. Yeah, even if you're a girl, I'm pretty sure a god can just change depending on their mood, you know? Be careful you don't incur her divine wrath, although considering the OP Warrior of Light hijinks, you'll probably be fine anyway. The natural follow-up was that your husbando is Zodiac. While the general vibe of Zodiac is, well, evil, I'm telling you, he—
Oh man, dude, no. No. You see this hollow? This is not right, dude. This is not right. I called it.
Grandpa vibes. Not Urian J. wizened grandpa vibes. Zodiac has more of a clueless old man vibe. He has no idea how to have a conversation in the first place, let alone sound like Urian J while doing it. But based off of your job, mentor, you are cultured enough to appreciate an older gentleman. He won't smite you because he knows you could defeat him. So even if he's book dumb, he's street smart. He knows no one gets away with picking a fight with the Warrior of Light. right. He constantly breaks the fourth wall with his level of omniscience. You ask him to tell you a story from his life, but all he can recall is the utter annihilation of the people that worshipped him, which is intense. And I think the Red Mages will approve. He's also the only one who fully appreciates your collar pop victory pose, so jot that down. All right, tryhards, it's finally your...
Oh, so the tanks are the... How are the tanks the tryhards? How exactly are tanks the tryhards? I figured like melee DPS should be the tryhards, or the fucking any DPS really. They're the tryhards. Tanks? We're the most like laid back, chilled out. Like we don't give a crap. What do you mean? Time to get fucked, Ruri? We'll see about that.
Turn. Flex your tank privilege in front of me, will you? I'll put you in your place. Oh, I can hear your arrogant comments already. You just saved the best for last, haha. Don't make me come to your house in the middle of the night, kid. I'll start with Dark Knight.
You just saved the best for last. You did. This is the truth. It is what it is.
Because someone has to put them first. You have clinically diagnosed major depressions, so you need someone who's gonna alleviate that. Your waifu is the one and only cat girl, Zoe Leopo. She's stupid and head empty, and
and she eats month-old pudding. She eats month-old pineapple pudding, but sure.
her moldy pudding might poison you on occasion, but man, if she doesn't absolutely radiate sunshine, you can accept any woman for her many, many flaws as long as she loves you unconditionally and has a smile like diamonds. She'll also expose you to all the orphans under her wing, forcing you into a fatherhood role, which is what you need in order to lighten up. Now,
you get what you deserve, Dark Knights.
She does have a ponytail, but it's not a side ponytail, so she's probably safe from any tragic death character arcs that you Dark Knights so easily attract. A little bit different. You have Ehrenwald as a husbando. It might seem like an odd choice at first, but he's a pure guy, willing to sacrifice himself for the greater good, like you at the end of the day. He's also hefty and strong, so if you get tired carrying your big sword on your daily strolls along the beach, he can help you out. He won't allow you to sit in your room and sulk all day. He will drag you out on dates and social events. You tolerate it because he does all the talking for you. He's naturally charismatic, meaning he covers an aspect of your life that you struggle with. He has major death flags too, which feeds into your emo nature. I just hope it doesn't actually happen, because you deserve a chance at happiness with a big Bara boy. Next up is Gunbreaker, my personal main at the moment. My bias totally, absolutely, 100% does not feed into the choice.
Yeah, I'm sure it doesn't. I'm sure it doesn't. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what he gets.
You're just factually correct. Your waifu is Y'shtola, considering the guy who's gotten the closest to winning.
My bias doesn't factor in here. I'm just gonna give you literally the most popular waifu in the whole goddamn game. Boom. But you know what? That's fine, because Y'shtola's never been my waifu, so, you know, whatever.
Her heart is a Hrothgar, and that the Gunbreaker class was created by the Hrothgar. You've got story backing behind you. Plus, she's a black mage, so she needs someone to take the hard hits for her. Be honest, we're all simps here, and we would absolutely cherish her scathing, sarcastic remarks, because she'd rather die than be nice to us. She is attracted solely to chads, so we have to work hard to make her notice us. But ultimately, she's a sadist, and she will take pleasure in how hard we try for just a crumb of her affection. She just thinks we're so submissive and breedable. And you know what? She ain't wrong. Your husbando is Gaius. Once again, story clues us into this being the obvious choice. And my Satan, does this guy's chat appeal break the scales. Just look at the way he's holding Alphino in this scene. You wish that were you, huh? I don't blame you. By standing next to him, you might be able to absorb some of his Sigma spirit. The chemistry you have is unmatched. And if you didn't feel things during the Diamond Weapon side quests, you're lying to yourself. This is a love-hate relationship, but who doesn't like a good enemies to lovers story? Side note, but this guy looks like he wears the most expensive cologne just to tempt some weirdos to sniff. It's you. You're weirdos, but I forgive you and absolve you of your sin. It is understandable. Warrior, you are loud and proud. Learning how to balance your chaos is essential. I'm going to give you Serena. First, she's super cute and an aura, which you're
dude. Serena, I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
apparently into. Whatever helps you get your inner release off, dude. Even though she's calm, she's also a Zayla at the head of a tribe in the Azim steppe, so she
Because of us.
knows how to go absolutely chaotic too. We stan a girl with duality. She can probably cook like no one's business, which is good because Satan knows you put down food like it's a dog with rabies. She can talk you down off the edge when you go a bit too far, which is often, and that means she basically has a full-time job stopping you from going on a murderous rampage. Make sure you compensate her properly with head pats. Careful though, don't stab yourself on the horns. Now, your husbando, let's throw balance to the wind. I'm giving you Ardbert, because what's better
Oh,
to fuel your
damn!
beast than the literal voice inside your head that asks,
Damn!
being nice. Don't you just want to go ape shit? His most iconic form, at least for me, is also a warrior, so you can both go Oonga Boonga in the corner together, away from the
Unga
rest of
bunga.
polite society. Or, if you prefer him as a paladin, he can be your loyal little off-tank, because you guys put on tank stands so fast in trials it makes my head spin. Him being kinda sorta dead and living inside you is going to make you look like a lunatic when you talk to him, but
Yeah.
you know what? I don't know why I say look like a lunatic when you self-identify as one, with pride even. So, everything about this matchup is perfect. Paladin! Yes, I finally got
Okay. Okay. You all know who my waifu is in this game. You better get this right. There's only one right answer. There's only one right answer here.
to you. You're the flagship job of Endwalker, so I figured you could use a little humbling, but fear not, for I have given you two amazing choices. Maybe
Okay.
one of them is controversial. Point is, you desire someone to protect, and you need the best waifu possible to fuel you, and that means you're getting Hilda. Machinist,
Yeah!
let me speak before you mull too
Woo!
hard.
Yeah! It is what it is! Woo! You're goddamn right! You're goddamn fucking right! I got the best waifu in the game. Fucking deal with it. It is what it is, dude. Let's hear that again.
Paladin! Yes,
Let's
I
go.
finally got to you. You're the
Let's
flagship
fucking
job
go.
of Endwalker, so I figured you could use a little humbling, but fear not, for I have given you two amazing choices. Maybe one of them is controversial. Point is, you desire someone to protect, and you need the best waifu possible to fuel you, and that means you're getting Hilda. Machinists, let me speak before you mull too hard in the
Nah,
comments.
dude, I
Hilda
don't care.
is a top-tier waifu. Everyone
Yes!
agrees on this. Everyone
1,000.
knows it. She's half
I
Ellison,
thought-
half
yes.
pure, which manages to make Ellison look good with far more natural proportions.
Yes!
She's useful and cool in the story, so
Yes!
of course you're down to simp, which is all paladins really want to do. She's got an
Hey. Hey now. Hey. Hey.
attitude, though. She'll absolutely clown on you for bringing a sword to a gunfight, as she absolutely should. She will humble you down from the arrogance Endwalker will instill in you and
That's
return
fine.
you to the righteous path of the pure
I don't
light
mind.
knight. She's basically the Tifa of 14, so that means you've won big. Hope you like CBT.
Hells
though. She
yeah, dude.
definitely seems the type. And finally, your husband.
The fuck is CBT? What's that? I don't know what that means.
Husbando, possibly against your will, is Xenos. Listen, you don't really have a choice. You go for anyone else, he's gonna be right there, waiting for you.
Cannabis or cock and ball torture? Okay, so so you guys realize that these are two very different things. One I wouldn't mind, and the other one's cannabis. No, I'm joking. No, but like Xenos, after Endwalker's like, sure.
you. No matter where you are, he's watching you. Going to the first? That's fine. He'll use that time to return his soul to his corpse and haunt you all over again. You on the moon? He's using his riches to buy a telescope and use it one-handed while he spies on you. Taking a bath? Not alone you aren't. He's obsessed with you. And that means he's the alternate dynamic. He is your enemy, your eternal rival. The light can only be seen because the darkness surrounds it. And he is your dark side. He's also a huge simp for you.
I'm gonna be real though. This actually makes perfect sense for a Paladin Husbando. No joke. This actually makes perfect sense. No joke.
Which is a confusing moment because you're used to being the simp. It's nice to experience being on the other side of the desire for once. This guy literally escaped death to fight you one more time. Just submit. Although, you don't have to. He seems like the type of guy who would make some bottoming exceptions just for you. You gotta admire his dedication, even if you hate the writing that turns him into the cockroach of the storyline. Alright, and that's everyone! Blue Mage means you're not real. Stop lying and saying you're real. Fine, if you want.
You're not real.
Want something? I'm giving you Moon Brita and Fandaniel, and no, I will not elaborate. Remember
There
to
you go.
invite me to
You
all
get
your
Moon Brita and
weddings. Except
Fandaniel.
the Black Mages, I don't want to be there for that dumpster fire for. And though
Exactly.
it pains me to leave you with this cringe, this rap will keep you company along the way. Cringe culture is dead. Keep the kids well fed. Gonna get them all wet so they get this bread. Haters, it's cool, go ahead. I leave your comments all unread. Here's a nuggy snack instead. Love you anyway, meanie head. Not sure about this you said. Look back, but I've already fled. Happy marriage, tie the threads. Hope the wedding don't go red. As I make my way to bed, I feel my heart pound full of dread. A cat girl with her legs spread. Think I'd rather snort some lead.
Anyway, I demand everyone go like this video. Okay, this is not a request. This ain't a request. You have to go there and leave a like. If you don't, I'll haunt you. I will force you to do it. How dare you? This is an amazing video. This is a piece of art. Should be celebrated.